Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Yasir Gulfraz, and this is our last lecture of business environment uh, about assignment discussion. So before I get started, can you see my screen and can you hear my voice? Everything
Yeah, I can.
okay. So before we discuss the details of assignment requirements, it's essential to revisit some foundational concept and revisit our previous last session. So I'll go quickly one by one. In our first lecture was learning outcome one, and it was about introduction to the business environment. So in first lecture we learned that the business environment encompasses all external and internal factors that influence an organization's functioning, including economic, social, technological, environmental, and political factors. Internal factors include elements within the organization, such as employee management and corporate culture. External factors refers to the influence outside the organization, such as market trend, economic conditions, and regulatory frameworks. Organizations must continuously monitor and adapt to change in the business environment to remain competitive and successful. Strategic planning uh, and decision making rely heavily on an accurate understanding of the business environment. Any question?
No questions. I'm good. But I
Oh,
do have a question about the assignments though.
yeah, we'll go one by one. First one, I will just quickly, refresh my previous lectures then, okay? So
Okay.
then in our second session, our topic was external business environment or understanding the structure of organizations. We discussed external business environment, macro environment, board external factors affecting all businesses such as economic cycles, demographic changes, and technological environment innovations. Uh, we also discussed micro environment, uh, microenvironment specific external factors directly impacting a particular organization, including suppliers, customers, competitors, and regulatory bodies. In our second session, we also discussed pestle analysis. Pestle analysis, a tool used to analyze the macro environment, focusing on political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental factors. Helps organizations identify potential opportunities and threats. We also discussed Porter's five forces, a framework for analyze the competitive forces within industry, threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of customers, threat of substitutes, uh, products of services, and industry rivalry. Assist in understanding the intensity of competition and the profitability potential of an industry. In our third lecture, understanding the impact of the market environment on organizations, uh, we discussed internal business environment, organizational structure, refers to how tasks are divided, coordinated, and supervised within organization. We discussed common structures include functional divisionals, metrics, and flat organizations. Also, we talk about corporate culture, set of shared values, beliefs, and norms that influence sorry. Yeah, behavior of employees within organizations, strong positive corporate culture can enhance employee motivation and performance. Finally, our last section or previous session was about understand the nature of the national environment in which organizations operate. So in our last lecture, we discussed organizational responsibilities and ethics, refers to the ethical obligation of organizations to contribute positively to society and minimize negative impact on shareholders. Include environmental sustainability, fair labor practices and community engagement, ethical decision making. Uh, we talk about ethical decision making, which was involved evaluating choose, based on moral principles and the potential impact on stakeholders. Encourages transparency, integrity, and accountability in business practices. We also discussed stakeholders, theory, purpose, and purposes that organization should consider the interest of all stakeholders, not just shareholders. So, in their decision-making process, stakeholders include employees, customers, suppliers, communities, and the environment. So that's it. This was our 4 lectures. So now we will move to the assignment, and we will discuss the all 4 learning outcome ones and which are related to your task. Yes, any questions so far?
No, I don't have questions about the learning outcomes.
Yeah, I
The
mean that this is
assignment,
basically a assignment discussion, but I have to review just to give a flashback what
yeah,
we studied in our last 4 sessions. So what is
yeah.
your question about?
My question was about the file, like the literal assignments, the assignment file, the assignment brief. The learning outcome for is not there.
So that doesn't matter if learning outcome. You mean there are
There are
three?
only 3 questions. There are
Yeah,
only 3 tasks.
that's fine. So that's not a problem. It doesn't matter because this is for your learning. You understand?
Yeah,
This is basically for your learning or for your knowledge or stuff like that. Okay, there is already learning outcomes ones or 3 sessions. Okay, so we already that finished our 3 sessions. So there are only 3 sessions, and this is only for your knowledge or your update that this is related to all 3 sessions. There is nothing else. So you
yeah.
just go through your only 3 questions. Okay,
Okay.
so in my assignment I will tell you same as like it doesn't mean that I will discuss exactly your task 1 mean that I will go through the learning outcome 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to explore and critically evaluate different types of organizations, their primary purposes and social responsibilities. Uh, Task 1, understanding type of organizations, prepare purposes and responsibilities. Because I will go through every single bit of, uh, learning outcome 1. So I will just explain you how you can complete your assignment and what do you write and what is the difference between explanation, evaluations, or stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So our objectives to gain a comprehensive understanding of various types of organizations, their goals and the responsibilities they hold towards their stakeholders. Uh, Identify and classify different types of organizations. You need to identify and classify at least three different types of organizations. These should include explain from the private sector, public sectors, and non-profit organizations. Uh, no, private sector organizations. These are businesses owned by private individuals or groups such as corporate partnerships or sole proprietorship. For example, companies like Apple, small family-owned businesses or local restaurant. Public sector organizations, these are entities owned and operated by the government, uh, providing services to the public, example, including the National Health Services, public school, or the local police department. Non-profit organizations, these organizations operate to serve a social cause or community benefit rather than to make profit. Examples include charities like Oxfam, community foundations, or educational institutions, for example, different universities. Then discuss the purpose of different organizations. If it's in your question, you can private sectors. The primary purpose of private sector organization is to generate profit to their owners or shareholders. Their focuses on innovations, market share, and financial growth. Public sector organizations aim to provide essential services and infrastructure to the public. Their goals including ensuring public welfare, safety, and the equitable distribution of resources. Uh, not Not-for-profit organizations are driven by a mission to address social, educational, health, or environmental issues. Their purpose is to support and improve communities, advocate for causes, and provide services and may not be profitable but are essentials. So also they might ask, assess the key responsibilities of each type of organizations towards stakeholders. So when you talk, if you are writing about different sectors responsibilities, in private sector responsibilities, including providing quality products and services to customers, ensuring fair wages and uh, safe working conditions for employees, delivering, returning to shareholders, and operating ethically within society. Public sector responsibilities, including providing accessible and equitable services to the public, maintaining transparency and accountability, and ensuring the efficient use of taxpayer money. Not Non-profit responsibilities, these organizations must uphold their mission, maintain donor trust through transparency and efficient use of funds, support their beneficiaries effectively, and engage volunteers and employees in meaningful ways. So evaluate how responsibilities are met and the organization challenge faced. So you know that command of verbs. So, public sector changes, dealing with budget constraints, political pressures, maintaining public trust, and ensuring efficient service delivery, aims, bureaucratic complexities, non-profit challenges, securing consistent funding, demonstrating impact to donors, managing volunteers, and employee engagement, and staying true to their mission in a competitive funding environmental. So assignment expectations, you can use detailed example to illustrate each type of organizations. If they're asking about organizations, clarity, discuss how the purpose, purposes differ between these type of organizations provided through assessment of the key responsibilities towards stakeholders, evaluate the effectiveness and challenges in meeting these responsibilities with real world examples. So by the end of this task, you should have a well-rounded understanding to the of the deserved organizational landscape and the unique role and responsibility each type of organizations holds. So this knowledge is important to comprehending the broader social impact of various organizations. So your second task will be section 2, which is understanding the structure of businesses. Uh, so here objective is to examine and compare the structural framework of different organizations and understanding their influence on performance and cultures. So what you need to cover in this task, by tasking about identify and describe different organizational structure. You need to identify and describe at least three different type organizational structures. These commonly include hierarchical, a flat and matrix structure. A hierarchical structure, this traditional structure is, as you know, that characterized by multiple levels of management with a clear chain of command. It assemble a pyramid where each level reports to the one above it. So he might ask about flat structures. This structure has fewer levels of management and a broader span of control. It encourages a more collaborative and less bureaucratic approach than matrix structure. This structure combines elements of both hierarchical and flat structures, often used in organizations that handle complex projects. Employees report to both functional managers and project managers. Uh, Compare the advantages of and disadvantages of each organizations, which already we discussed in our session 2. Hierarchical structure advantages, clear lines of authority, well-defined roles, uh, then and responsibilities, easier management of large organizations. Disadvantages can be bureaucratic and slow to respond to changes, limited communications across levels, potential and power, connections. Flat structure, flat structures advantages encourage employee involvement and foster decision making, better communications, more flexible and adaptive. Disadvantages can lead to role ambiguity, potential for overburdening. Managers may not be scalable for large organizations. Matrix structures. uh, there are advantages of matrix structures, facilitates better cross-functional collaborations, efficient resources use, dynamic response to project needs. Also, there are some disadvantages which can lead to confusion and conflict in reporting, complex management, potential to power struggle. Uh, Hierarchical trends analyze and how different organization structures influence organizational culture and employee behavior. Then hierarchical structures tends to create a culture of order, stability, and control. Employee behavior is often driven by adherence to rules and following the chain of command. Hmm. Flat structures promotes a culture of openness, collaborations, and innovations. Employees are encouraged to take initiative and contribute to decision making. Matrix structure encourages a culture of teamwork and flexibility. Employees must balance dual responding lines and often work in cross functional teams. Uh, so you can select one organization for each structure type and conduct an in-depth analysis. Hierarchical structure example, a large corporation like General Electric analyze its clear chain of command, define roles and impact on efficiency and decision making. Flat structures example, uh, as we discussed in our second session as well, a tech startup like GitHub, GT Hub empowerment and the challenges of maintaining the structure as the company grows. Matrix structure example, a project organizations like NASA discuss the complex project management, cross-functional teams, and how it navigate reporting complexities. So use real life data and examples to support your analysis. Gather real life data and examples to illustrate how to these organizations operate within their respective structure. Use case studies, organizational charts, feedback, and performance metric to support your analysis. Then assignment expectations, you provide detailed descriptions and comparisons of the different organizational structure. Use examples to highlight the advantage and disadvantage of each structure. Analyze the impact of organization structure on culture and the impact of organizational structures on culture and employee behavior with specific example. Conduct in-depth analysis of selected organizations supported by real data. By the end of session 2 task, you should have a comprehensive understanding of how different organizational structures shape the within organization dynamics within organizations. The knowledge is essential for recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of various structural framework. Uh, then is session 3. In third session, objectives is to analyze how different market environment factors influence organizational strategies and performance. So define the market environment, its components. So the market environment consists of external factors and influence an organization's operations, strategic and performance. These factors include environmental influence from the economy, such as inflation, unemployment rates, and economic growth. Social economics, social trends, demographic, and cultural norms that impact consumer behavior and organizational practices. Regulatory environment laws and regulations that govern organizational activities include compliance requirements and legal constraints. Conduct a SWOT analysis for an organizations for your choice. Uh, a SWOT analysis helps identify the internal and external factors affecting an organization. Choose an organization and analyze its strengths, internal attribute that provide competitive advantage. Then weaknesses means internal attributes that are detrimental to performance. Opportunities, external factors that the organizations can exploit for growth. Threats, external factors that could pose risk to the organization. uh, Example, for a company like Apple, you might highlight strengths like strong brand loyalty, weaknesses like high product prices, opportunities, expanding emerging market, and a threat for intense competitions. Perform a pest analysis for the same organizations. Pest analysis examine the macro environmental factors that impact on organization. Analysis the same organization using these components. Government politics, political stability, and trade regulations. Then you can talk about economic trends, exchange rates, and market conditions, social values, lifestyle change, and population demographics, technological advancements and innovation trends, environmental regulations, sustainability practices, and climate change. Then legal uh, frameworks, employee laws, and consumer protections, regulations. For example, you can use Apple. You might discuss how political factors like U.S.-China trade tensions affect, supply, uh, uh, supply chains, economic factors like global economic downturns impact sales, and technological factors like rapid advancement in AI influence product development. So discuss how the organization adopts to changes in the market environment. You can explain how to organization monitors and respond to changes in the market environment. Consider strategic adjustments, innovation, and operational shifts. Uh, Major examples are like again, Apple adopts by continuously innovating its products line, expanding services, and entering new markets to mitigate the impact of economic downturns or competitive threats. Identify specific strategies the organizations has implemented in response to market environment changes. Highlight specific strategies, initiatives the organizations has undertake in response to identified market environment factors. Uh, Apple's strategy to diversify its revenue streams by focusing on services like Apple Music, iCloud, and the Apple Store in response to saturated smartphone market and competitive pressures. So assignment expectations, when you write about assignment, conduct comprehensive SWOT and pastel analysis using real world data and examples. Discuss how the chosen organizations adopts to market environment changes with a specific example. Identify and describe strategies, initiatives implemented by the organizations in response to these changes. By the end of the third task, you should have a thorough understanding of how various market environment uh, performance. This knowledge it is crucial for developing effective strategies that align with conditions. So again, basically, uh, this is about task. There is no task 4. You will. This is related to task 3. So you just will solve task 3. This is related to task 3 as well. So you know that you forgot about this section of my assignment discussions. So here you can come to assignment tips. Read the task carefully. So focus on detail, including charts, graphs, or tables, or visually represent your finding where applicable. A command of work, as I said, there are different kind of words you know about. If is asking explanation, define, or describe, no more than 100 words. Assess, examine, clarify, analysis must be between 100 and 125 words, and compare, contrast, critically analysis 150 to 120 words. So basically, also references uh, at the end of there are some more things like, and at the end of your assignment you should include a comprehensive Harvard style references list of all sources you have cited. This list should be arranged alphabetically by the author's last name to ensure areas ease of use. For books, provide the author's name, the year of publications, the title of the book, the publisher, and the place of publications. For journal articles, include the author's name, the year of publication, the title of the article, the name of the journal, the volume number, the issue number, if applicable, the page range, and the website, link. So for online sources, provide the author's name if available, the year publication of if available, the title of the web page or documents, the name of the website. So it is essential they follow the specific formatting guidelines for each type of source to ensure consistency and professionalism. When we say consistency is formatting. Your references list is crucial. Ensure you use the same style for all entries and double check your citations and references for accuracy and completeness. So this attention to detail will help you create a well-referenced assignment that adhere to the Harvard reference system and demonstration academic integrity. Plagiarism is the act of using someone else's words, ideas, or work without proper acknowledgement or permissions and presenting them as you own. It can take various forms, including direct plagiarism, where text is copied, uh, verbatism without quotations, marks, or proper citations, paraphrasing plagiarism, where someone else ideas or texts are reworded without proper attributions, and self-plagiarism, where one reuses their own previously submitted work without proper citations. Plagiarism undermines academic integrity and honesty as it misrepresents the originality and efforts put into academic work. It also violates ethical standards by failing to give credit to the original authors or creators. So, in your assignments, you are expected to demonstrate your understanding of the topic by synthesizing information from various sources, providing critical analysis, and presenting your own ideas in an original manner. So, proper citations, referencing are essential for acknowledge the contribution of others and avoiding plagiarism. So additionally, you should be aware of the policy that requires less than 10% similarity to other works to maintain academic integrity. Any questions so far? Okay, so to final words are to ensure your submission meets the requirement and is presented in the proper format. Prepare your assignment documents using MS Word or another word presenting software. Format your documents according to academic standards, including a clear title page with your name, course details, assignment title, and submission submitted date. So you will get another front cover page, assignment front cover page we can you get from your learning management system or your Moodle. Organize your assignment into sections corresponding to each task with clear heading and subheadings for easy navigation. Write in a clear and concise manner, providing through explanations and using appropriate language and terminology. Include practical examples, calculations, and references as needed to support your assignment, your arguments, and demonstrate your understanding of the concepts. So finally, make sure your proper citation and referencing using the Harvard reference system for all sources used in your assignments. Proofread your documents carefully to check for any errors in grammar, spelling, or formatting. Then save your documents as a document, Word file, or PDF for submission. So once your assignment document is ready, you can submit it via the online Moodle platform. So, by following these steps and adhering to the specified formal and submission guidelines, you can ensure that your assignment is well presented and meets the requirements for submissions. That's it today, and good luck for your assignment. And if there is any question, concerns, or issues, you can drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me this morning, and good luck for your assignments, and have a good weekend ahead. And bye for now, everyone. Bye.